Łudzinika.
Which will affect your mentality going into another two-player map, Orbital Shipyard. What if aLive goes to multiple Reaper racks opening on this map? It's quite popular here. We saw it actually just last night in the GSL as well, versus Rogue, I believe. So this is a strategy that's still very popular in Korea. And I'm really curious to see what aLive is going to show us here. You can close it out right now.
Well, let's get into game 2 right now and check it out and see what these guys want to do. Game number 2 between aLive and ByuL. Up in the top of Orbital Shipyard in the red, winning that last one, it is aLive.
There he is. Really coming back as a pro in Legacy. His opponent across the map from him in blue is ByuL. It's incredible to see how things have changed since the end of Heart of the Swarm, where aLive was one of those players where, I mean, let's be real for a second. When we saw
Be real with me, Wolf. I want to hear it.
When we saw his name, when we do Pro League predictions, we'd all just look at each other, try not to laugh, and be like, well, is he going to do that weird Marauder all-in that never works? Or is he going to play Standard to get absolutely wrecked? And that was basically what we saw from him at the end of Wings of Liberty, or excuse me, at the end of Heart of the Swarm. And Wings, he was very strong. He was actually one of the top Terrans, IPL champion, in fact. But when you look at him in Legacy, he has clearly been putting in the time. He's prepared good strategies. Looks like we're going to see a Reaper opening here this time. But he's clearly prepared well for the tournaments he's playing in, and he's ahead of the curve. He's, in some ways, leading the meta in this matchup.
Yeah, it's really cool to see someone like aLive coming back. A really nice guy. Talked to him a couple of times, and it's really cool to see him having success here. And the other part of it is to see someone like ByuL. You were talking about what would happen when we saw aLive in a Pro League prediction or something like that in a series. We would, whenever we saw ByuL, it was the exact opposite. We're like, this guy is the biggest, the best Zerg right now, and how do we vote against him unless he was playing someone like Maru, someone else who is really strong. So the tables have turned, and we'll see if ByuL is going to be able to take back this series.
Yeah, down a deficit already. He is going for a quick Roach Warren, which I believe aLive may have gotten just the pinky toe of that Roach Warren.
Let me check that out for you. I believe so. No?
Oh, he just barely did not.
No,
okay.
Just barely.
But this Roach Warren will not only allow him to deny this follow-up Reaper pressure, but also will allow him to pressure and counterattack. The rush distance on this map is short enough to where if you make, up to 7 roaches or so and push across the map, you can do a lot. He's only going to make 4, though, which makes it look like it is a more defensive maneuver here.
Yeah, probably just wants to play defensive. I mean, the third base on this map, pretty easy to defend. If he can just push out the Reapers, looks like he's going to get 1 here, maybe even a second one. Oh, that was really close. That one guy just surviving by a hair. He definitely will regain control of his base. He's going to make 2 Ravagers here. They'll have a bit more range, and of course he can pressure the front possibly if he does want to. Yeah,
interesting he just makes 2. Ravagers do have longer range, like you said, and they can chase Reapers a little bit easier.
Yeah, getting a kill there, actually.
Yeah. And we saw a really sexy move by ByuL where he actually dropped that Evo Chamber to block the Reapers out. That was really well done, because without that he might have lost every drone at his natural, just simply because the Reapers got in there when there were no queens. Oh, this is a great preemptive Ravagery. Almost gets that kill. I think if he targeted better, he could have grabbed it. But back at home for aLive, he's getting stim, he's adding additional barracks, he's got a 3rd CC. He's down in workers for the time being, but with triple CC and triple mules, he's going to have a better economy overall for quite some time.
Yeah, really focusing on his infantry for now, even getting an eBay out pretty quickly, getting +1 there. Trying to get a small lead in the upgrades, but his tech, besides that, is going to be very delayed. Still not even a factory out here. He has gotten that 3rd CC that you were talking about, but let's see if he does want to put on a bit of pressure, maybe once that stim does complete.
Yeah, you know, I was about to say, let's see if he makes a factory at all. So I was starting to wonder if he was going to like, do another SCV pull with +1 in stem. But he does start that factory, so we will be seeing some medevacs to follow this up. And once stem is done, he's going to grab combat shields. He'll have +1. It looks like probably just around the time combat shields is finishing or a little bit before it. So he's going to have a lot of pressure potential here. Greetings from Team F3 from Norway. Greetings to you too, sir. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, nice to see fans from all around the world coming down here. Once again, it is free. We're gonna have to mention this like every day because, as Stasis was saying the other day, we basically get tweets every day.
Yeah.
And just want to make that clear that it is free. Come down whenever you want and receive gifts. Even get on TV, Wolf.
That's right. It's cool to see people coming from all over the world. I actually really enjoy when people show a sign of where they're from, even maybe like a clan or like a forum they're from. You know, that guy's from Norway, Scandinavia, one of the biggest places of StarCraft talent outside of Korea. Some of the best and most famous players actually coming from Sweden, but there's some Norwegian players as well that are quite good. But looks like combat shield's coming up a bit slower here as +1 is nearly done. And we are going to see 2 additional barracks with medevacs coming out. A ton of Marines on the map for aLive, and he is starting to add a few Marauders. Reaper's still kind of scoping out the place. He does have a Baneling nest, but not a single Baneling on the map yet. The Reapers die here. Not very significant, though. It's much more important to note that he got that information.
Yeah, he's trying to see where the army is, I suppose, and poke a little bit here at the front. Looking also for some Overlords as well on the map. He just barely missed that one. He's just going to walk up here, no medevacs. He's got a lot of Marines.
There's not a single Baneling on the map. This has actually been the way Zergs die in this tournament, is by ByuL pushes walking across the map when they have no AoE damage except a few Ravagers. He stims through it, and this is going to be game. There's no way he's stopping this. Combat shield's about to finish. All these Marines are about to get +10 health.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, a lot of them are low, but as you said, the Zerg just doesn't have anything to stop this. He had no Banelings present at all. He was just not prepared.
aLive can't even believe he doesn't have Banelings. He's like not even walking up the ramp. He's just trying to play it safe and kill the hatchery because he knew if he walked up the ramp there might be Banelings there, but no, there was not. And in fact, he's just going to target these
nice
down.
targeting. One of those does get a nice little hit, but he's already taken out the third base, aLive with the third base of his own, and that just may be game-breaking damage for aLive. This might just be a quick 2-0 here, Wolf.
Every time I end up commentating a Terran play, and this is not every TVZ in Korea, but in this tournament, when I'm commentating ByuL play versus Sue, I'm commentating aLive. I feel like I commented another TVZ in this tournament where I just watch ByuL pushes walk across the map. Zerg players have Overlords around the edges of the map, but they don't see the push coming. They don't have any Banelings, and they just die. It's happened several times, and we're going to watch it happen here again. 2 base versus 3 base as a Zerg is just not feasible, and way more economy, way more army, and upgrades here for aLive. He's just going to simply out-drop ByuL now.
Yeah, going to drop in here. He has to be careful. Looks like this all will be cleaned up if he doesn't lift. Only 4 Marines do remain, but he is going to go for a drop here at this totally undefended 4th base, which is now the 3rd remaining base here for ByuL.
It's not even mining, though, Valdez. He's down 20 workers. He's trying to slowly pull out some emergency drones here, but look at that. The 3 drones that almost got to mine one time had to run away. He's going to continue to use those 4 Marines you were talking about earlier, and this is just domination here. He's up 50 supply now.
Oh man, look at this position as well. Trading so well with those Zerglings. Is going to be able to lift off. And as you said, he's just chipping away. Back at home, he's macroing up. He's about to have +2 and tanks. And once those get into the mix, I mean, we see ByuL's production tab is like 4 mutas. Really just not having anything to deal with the amount of damage that aLive has done.
All aLive needs to do is make like 4 or 5 turrets and then 1A and press T on his units, and then he could actually just go walk out and start talking to Hyung about his win today. Start doing his interview early.
Yeah, probably. Well, we do have a couple flying tanks on the way here with a nice little mix of Marines. One random medevac might get picked off. Kind of unfortunate, but as we mentioned, mutas, probably not going to matter. Yeah, just scout the position of the mutas, say, hey, okay, they're coming from the left.
He actually saves it, too, for the time being, funny as it is. And oh, look at this position with tanks here now, and this ByuL is 2-1.
The ByuL's 2-1, and the tank shot on those Banelings. GG! aLive is going to 2-0 ByuL in about 10 minutes, Wolf, and we're going to move on to the next set just like that.
Yeah, that was pretty one-sided. He just simply did not see the ByuL was moving across the map in that second game. He had Overlords, but they just didn't happen to see the movement. aLive's movement was very careful, and he had, I think he had like 20 Lings, no Banelings, versus +1 ByuL with Stim.
He had like 4 Ravagers. They weren't even in the right position, too. Even if they were, it wouldn't have mattered much, but would have helped a little bit, perhaps, buy him some time. Either way, guys, we're going to jump straight into our interview now with our winner, aLive.
안녕하세요, 한희석입니다.
Even Pyongyang can't believe it.
오늘
She's
이렇게
laughing like,
폭발적으로
whoa, okay.
경기를 치르셔놓고 너무 얌전하게 안녕하세요 한희석입니다 이렇게 하시는 거 아니에요?
아, 일단
Aren't you being too quiet?
충분히 있다 보니까 너무
Saying hello to
이겨서
us
기쁜 거는
after playing those two
티내면은 서운할
crazy
수
aggressive
있어서
games.
일단은 잠잠한 척 하고 있어요.
승리하신 거 그래도 많이 기쁘시죠?
예, 아무래도 친구여도
Aren't you happy to win?
승부는 승부니까 이기니까
Even though we're friends,
마음속에도 지금
we have
쾌재를
to battle it out
부르고 있네요.
in the individual
마음속에 쾌재를
leagues.
부르고 계시는군요.
And it's the losers bracket, so I had to win today. I had to give it my all.
몰아붙이셨습니다.
네,
한마디로 제가 요약하자면 오늘 한희석 선수의 전략은 인해 전술이 아니었나 하는 생각이 드는데 그만큼 해병을 중심으로 한 전략을
Used a lot of
짜오셨어요.
Marines to defeat your opponent
1세트
today.
같은 경우에는 굉장히 위험할 수도 있는 올인 러시였는데
네.
All in rush,
많이
the first set.
시뮬레이션을 해보셨던 건가요?
아,
Did you
우선
practice this a
맵이
lot?
워낙 가까워서 저런 빌드를 선택했고요. 요즘 탱크 의료선이 추세다
It was very close
보니까
position map.
그 빌드를
Arena.
맞춤으로 저그 선수들이 저글링이랑 퀸 드랍을 많이 하더라고요.
네.
그거에 맞춰서 그 빌드가 와도
Xerxes
제가
days
오히려
basically
이기는
just
빌드를
make lings
선택했고요.
and queens.
연습했을 때 거의 앉아가지고 1경기 이기면은 그냥 2대0으로 쉽게
So I have to
이기지
counter
않을까
that
생각했습니다.
strategy.
그럼 한지원 선수가 뭐 드랍을
Whenever I
할
do
거라는
this
예상을
on the ladder
하신
and versus
건가요?
my teammates, I basically don't
그냥
lose.
사실 제일 안 좋은 빌드는 오버로드 속업 와서 그냥 빌드 보는 거 아니면은 거의 다 이겨가지고 사실상 경기장 오기 전에 1경기 이기면은 2대0으로 무조건 이겼다라고
If the
생각하고
Overlord
왔어요.
gets a speed upgrade and
마치
sees my
해병왕을 보는
build,
듯한
that's the
그런
worst it
움직임이었습니다.
could go
이런
for me.
빌드를
한희석, 네.
요즘에 보기 좀 힘들었잖아요.
네.
But
근데
if I can scout,
어떻게
stop
내가 왜 이
scouting,
빌드를
this build works
써야겠다라고
every
어디서부터 그런
time.
영감을 얻으셨나요?
아, 우선 일단 제 머리에서 나온 게 아니라요. 같이
How did you
게임을
think about this build?
자주 연습하는 분이 있는데 그 이름을 말하지 말아달라 해가지고
아니
I have a
정치를
practice
숨기고 있는
partner.
누군가가 도와준 건가요?
He said
네,
not to
항상 제
mention his
뒤에서
name on the broadcast.
사실 제가
So he helped
김명식
me practice
선수전도
this
그렇고
build.
빌드 준비할 때 제 뒤에서 엄청 많이 도움을 주세요.
이선종 감독도 물론 도와주시겠지만
Even when I
또
play
다른
against
누군가가 있다는
Youngshik or
거군요.
other players.
네.
너무 궁금한데.
그러니까요. 한희석을
네.
이 정도로 업그레이드 시킨
There are
사람이
other
있다는
players that help
거잖아요.
me a lot in
네.
practice.
게임 할 때마다 영감을 많이 주세요. 빌드
It's someone
연습하면.
else,
밝히실 수
not his
없나요, 이
coaches,
자리에서는?
not Youngshik, not any of his
그래봤자
other practice
팀에서
partners.
최지성 선수 아니면
someone that he
황희석
can't
선수긴 한데 그냥 그 둘 중에
네.
한
Well,
명
it's
그냥
one of my
맞춰주시기
teammates.
바랍니다.
Terran
둘째 한
player.
명인 거군요.
네, 퀴즈예요.
On my
퀴즈.
team,
저또
so
무슨
maybe you
이름
guys
모를
could
아마
guess.
고수가
네.
뭐 그런 것들 알려주는 거라고 생각을 했었는데
I don't know, for some
알겠습니다.
reason the hack is
한희석
coming
선수가
to
이번
mind, but
시즌
like
실력도
Bomber,
실력이지만
Bomber, yeah.
약간 한희석
Keen, I
선수를
think, is
위한
on freaking out
시즌이라고
as
불려도
well.
될 만큼 운도 많이 따라주고 있어요.
Yeah, it's like
프로리그에서도
all you can
그렇고
really
또
think of.
스타리그에서도 그렇고
네.
저 GSL도 코드 S에 진출하신 걸로 알고 있는데
네.
So you're
사실
doing very
한희석
well
선수가
in
투명 라인이
individual
되고
leagues
싶다고
and in team
한 걸 제가
leagues.
들었거든요.
You made it to
네.
code as
남에게
GSL. You're
분석당하지
doing well
않는
here. The losers
묻혀 있고
bracket.
싶다라는 의미셨던 것
winning games
같은데
in Pro League.
이제는 그러실 수 없을 것 같아요. 존재감이 너무 강력하십니다. 앞으로 어떤 경기력을 펼쳐 보이실지 기대되는데요. 각오 한 말씀
Tell us about your
부탁드릴게요.
goals from now on after
우선
winning tonight.
이렇게 어떻게 보면은 친구를 이겨가지고 좀 더
I had
각오하고
to
연습
defeat
많이
my
해야 될 것
friend
같고요. 다음 선수가 변효연 선수 아니면
So I feel a little
남경
bit sorry.
선수인데
So
그냥
I'll have
솔직히
to
말해서
play
누가 올라오든 제가 올라갈 것
really
같거든요.
in
그냥
the further
재물
rounds to prove that.
대주시면 좋겠습니다.
네, 테란
So whoever
상대가
comes
한희석 선수
from the
만나봤습니다.
other
큰
side of
박수
the bracket, I don't
부탁드립니다.
really care. I'm very
감사합니다.
confident.
Well,
스타리그
very
2차
good interview there from aLive. Pretty basic, but he's got a secret practice partner who doesn't want to be named, probably because he's going to play the same style most likely next
Could
time he
be.
plays a Zerg.
Yeah. Either way, guys, we're going to go to a 5-minute break. When we come back, the next matchup.